What's up, guys? This is Chris, the Bonafide Hustler. How do you take something like this and turn it into something like this? I'll show you. Let's start the show. I'm going to show you today how to take something as ordinary as bags like this and turn it into cash. So today my thing is going to be called Bags to Riches. It's really cool, and everywhere I go I almost always find a bag on a weekly basis, or bags plural. I find a lot of stuff, but you know what, being a good hustler means being educated on a lot of things, okay? Not just like small things and big things. If you're more educated on a lot of things, you'll make money a lot of times. So today we're going to be talking about bags, and let me cut right to it. So we got bags such as fanny packs. I find these things all the time, but I only like one brand, honestly. The brand that I like the most is called Kelty, and here's what the old school Kelty logo looks like. Well, right there. Alright, so this is a Kelty hip pack, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. This thing's totally cool and fits around your hips. And it's got a lot of storage for cool things that you find when you're hiking. You know, you can put a ton of acorns in here, pine cones, or maybe a gun to shoot the grizzly bear that comes up at you and, you know, tries to kill you. So this is what a hip pack looks like. And God, that thing almost hit me in the face. That's what it looks like. Look for these things, but keep in mind Kelty is the brand that you want to look for. Really neat. Make sure all the zippers work. Blah blah blah. All right. So let's talk about things that I call like soft briefcases. Now this is an example of a vintage soft briefcase. Okay, it's an Italian leather one, and it was actually owned by a lawyer in town. And when I went to his garage sale, they sold me this thing for $5. It's super heavy, and the craftsmanship is like second to none. It's totally awesome. A soft briefcase, okay, and yeah, you can just tell that this is good quality stuff. On eBay, this will fetch about $100, no problem. Alright, so let's talk about more current day soft briefcases by a brand that I like a lot called Tumi. There you go, T-U-M-I. And if you think, well, that's for rich people, well, there's a lot better stuff than Tumi, honestly. But Tumi's pretty good stuff. Now here's an example of their soft briefcase. Really cool, really can't fit a laptop in here, but legal documents and stuff and lawsuits and, you know, whatever you want to sell, or I guess you know, talk to your clients about, you could put in this bag. But you really don't use these for, I don't know, like laptops and stuff. But they're really cool. Look for a brand called Tumi and a brand called Coach. Everyone knows what Coach is. Let's talk about messenger bags. Now, messenger bags are things that people like to sling around their shoulder, kind of like this, and or I guess it drapes around the chest. And primary brand on messenger bags that I like to deal with is Timbuk2. It's a logo like this. Okay, it's just called Timbuk2. If you take a look, there it is. Cool. Timbuk2 is a really good brand. I like it, and so is a brand called Chrome. Chrome is really good as well. And Timbuk2 and Chrome come in many different sizes. Okay, about I think 3 to 4 on their classic messenger line. This right here is an example of a small one. They're really cool. I like it, but just make sure when you buy it that you make sure that the chest strap comes with it. This is a chest strap. And this goes across your chest, but this one actually secures the bag. If you start hauling ass on like a bike or something, you need this thing, okay? So make sure you at least get the chest strap with the bags. Chrome and Timbuk2 is what you want to be looking for. Now let's talk about photo type stuff. Photo type stuff are interesting because I think there's only really one brand that I like to mess with that's a sure hit if you find it for very cheap at a thrift store or garage sale, wherever you find the bags. I like this brand called Lowepro, L-O-W-E-P-R-O. This is a stealth Reporter 600 AW. There's so many models of Lowepro camera bags. They range from these tiny little things that, you know, tiny cameras go into, huge things that people probably bring halfway across the world. And you know, all those journalists that are getting shot at here and there across the world, they have stuff like this. You know, it's light, it's cool, and it still protects the cameras and laptops and all the accessories to a pretty decent degree. And you can also put, you know, brackets inside, or should I say kind of like walls, and it has like a Velcro type interior, so you can build the walls any way you want to make sure that your stuff doesn't go flying around and stuff. Low Pro, look for that brand, high quality. This right here online, probably 170 bucks. You know, I fetched this thing for $6, I think yesterday. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm estimating probably 60 to 80 bucks. Okay, and then when you go to strict laptop bags only, you know, if you go to like thrift stores, you see a lot of Targets. Oh, I hate Targets. I don't like Targets at all. I do like this brand called OGIO. O-G-I-O, whatever you call it. But I just call it OGIO. Really cool brand. A little new coming of a brand too. It actually wasn't around, you know, 10 years ago. Or it wasn't prominent, but recently they've been making some really cool stuff. So here is a OGIO laptop bag. Everyone knows what the laptop bag looks like. Try to buy the ones with the really versatile diagonals, okay, so that can fit a 15 or a 17, you know, spread screen. So a 13, 15, you want to at least make sure the diagonals are at least 16 inches, okay, when you buy these things. OGIO, amazing stuff. And then, of course, I like this brand a lot. It's gonna be really hard to find it, but Osprey, O-S-P-R-E-Y. Osprey's a really good brand too. That's what I use for my laptops and stuff. And yeah, I think it's a really well-made laptop bag. So I stay away from like Targets. I think the market's just totally saturated with Targets. But I look for stuff like Osprey and OGIO for my laptop bags when I buy them. Okay, those are a lot of bags that you can find at garage sales, thrifts, you know, thrift stores, wherever you go, you can find bags, okay? So don't ever think like, oh, I just need to only find bikes or watches or calculators or Pro Snap shirts. No, look for other stuff too, okay? All right, so bags to riches. Let's do a recap. Photo bags. I only like Low Pro, all right? So stick with Low Pro. It's kind of a safe bet. Messenger bags. Those are the ones that go diagonal across the chest. Chrome and Timbuktu. I love those brands. Hip or fanny packs. I only like Kelty. That's just me. All right, soft briefcases. Vintage Italian leather, really cool stuff, so just feel it. It doesn't have to have a certain brand or anything. As long as it's vintage Italian leather and thick, really good stitching, buy it. All right, Tumi, T-U-M-I. Rich stuff, not as much as like Coach. Coach, really rich stuff. And then laptop bags, OGIO, Osprey, and of course the Low Pro. If you can find a Low Pro laptop bag, but typically it's a photo bag, which you'll find when you deal with Low Pro. If you like these videos, comment down there, subscribe, tell me if you like the song in the beginning of the video, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys soon. All right, take it easy. Bye.